welcome back to Slothbox. I'm Lyndon Dixon, joined by Jack Flatley. Jack, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Just rest day today. Recharging for another week and cracking on with preparation for the Haney fight now.
Perfect. Well, let's go right back to the beginning, mate. I want to know, how did you first get into boxing?
I started boxing, so I started training for boxing when I was 10 years old. I think more than anything, just watching boxing with my dad more than anything, and then I just got a bit of a bug for it, and then went down. Started from there, yeah.
I was reading earlier that in the amateurs you earned the nickname the Giant Killer. Just talk us through that a little bit, and how were the amateurs for you?
Yeah, I think that come from boxing news because amateurs were good. I fought regular. I had nearly 80 amateur fights. And yeah, because of the name, I think the name come from some of the wins he had to beat like Scott Fitzgerald, Huey Fury as a younger kid, Jordan Reynolds, other bigger like at the time that there were good names in the amateurs. So when I probably weren't really expected to beat them.
Well, you got that pro debut on a Manchester card, and I was looking at the card earlier, and there's some quality fighters on there. I just wondered, how was that pro debut for you? Because you only get it once.
Yeah, it was quality, obviously, being at Manchester Arena, obviously, with some of the names and like world title fights on there. It's like a dream come true more than anything. And then my second fight was at Manchester Arena as well, so it was I got off to a good start. Yeah.
You're currently at the Matvienko gym at the minute. I was just wondering, how's things going down there?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a busy gym. We've got a lot of fighters. It's a good buzz, good atmosphere. I've been with Alex since I think 2014 now, so it's like my 9th year with him. So I was finished my amateur career then, and all the way through being a professional, I've been with Alex. Yeah.
So let's talk about the fight, the Nathan Heaney fight. It's the rematch. You fought him in September, but he got stopped, I think, in the 5th round after a cut. Like Heaney got bad cut. So obviously you've got the rematch, but how important was it to you to get that rematch? Because you believe he was up on the cards at the time, or going to
Yeah.
get better in the fight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's been massively important for me to get it for my career because, it's been the only fight I've been interested in fighting Haney since then because like I said, at the time I thought it was pretty level at the time, but I thought I was getting the momentum for coming on strong, and I really believe I would have won that fight. So that's why I couldn't have lived with a result like that. Is when I knew I don't see that as a loss. It's at the end of the day, it's caught in it, and after 4 rounds, maybe if it had been, I don't know, maybe 8, 9 completed rounds, and I had no chance in it, and then the fight got stopped due to a cut, I could have accepted it as a loss, but I definitely can't accept that as a loss, and I think that's Nathan's like best win, I think, on paper as well. So I just can't live with letting him, like run and take that win on paper because I don't really see it like that.
Yeah. What was the attitude like from Heaney's camp when the rematch was spoken about? Did they take it straight away, or was they maybe a bit reluctant? Because, like you say, I agree. I think he was coming into the fight, and it might have been a blessing in disguise for the fight stopping that early. But what was the attitude like from his camp when the rematch was spoken about?
I don't. I don't know. I don't really think that they wanted it, to be honest. But it's here now, and they said it like immediately after that. they were interested in the rematch, and then it went quiet a little bit. So I'm not really anyone to badmouth anyone or like talk crap on social media, but I had to say like come on, boys, where are we up to with sorting this out, because I felt like it weren't ever going to get sorted, but obviously we're here now, it's been sorted, and we're under 8 weeks away now, so ready.
Like you say, we're here now. You had a tick-over fight in December, and now it's only March, like I say, 8 weeks away. How's camp going for the fight?
Yeah, good. Yeah, like I say, I'm always training. I had a few days off after my last one, then I was back in, but I always keep fit. I have to hold myself back or anything, so I don't, leave it in the gym, and I've got to rest at the right times and stuff. And it's that's the problem with me, is making sure I don't do too much rather than too little. Yeah.
So I just wanted to grab a few predictions from you now, moving on from the fight a little bit. The one that's on everyone's lips at the minute is Fury versus Usyk, and hopefully we'll see that get made. But is Usyk the first man to give Fury his first loss?
I don't know about his first loss, to be honest. I think he can cause him problems, but the thing that I wonder about is his size. So I think that I'd edge still with Fury. Yeah.
What about another massive fight that's been spoken about and hope they say it's been made, but Gervonta Davis against Ryan Garcia? That is a massive fight in the lightweight division. Who do you see the winner there?
I think Davis, Gervonta Davis. He's like everyone says, he's a tank. I mean, his punching power is just crazy. I'd edge with Davis. Late stoppage, I'd say. Yeah.
I've been speaking to quite a few people about that one, and they're all sort of saying the same thing as you, that Davis will come into the fight and finish him late on. But do you think Garcia has got much of a chance? Because nearly everyone I've spoke to have given it all to Tank.
Yeah, I definitely think. I definitely think he's got a chance. I mean, he's talking about elite level fighters, and you can't rule any of them out. But like I said, I just think it's hard to stay away from that kind of punching power that Davis has got.
Well, moving on to my last question, mate. You had a pretty decent year last year and ended it on a win. Where do you see yourself come the end of this year? Hopefully, you get the win against Haney. But what have you done come the end of this year?
By the end of this year, WBA Continental Champion, and then to be honest, I'd like to fight for British title. So, I mean, WBA Continental Champion and British Champion by the end of this year that'd be a pretty good year. Yeah.
Well, perfect, mate. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thanks for your time. I've been Lyndon Dixon. He's been Jack Flatley, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, buddy.